is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Cade Otton from 8 yards out. And the Bucs are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Brady will look to throw for it. That's caught. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house from...
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First play, first pass for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Brady now on first down. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Check smash.
Another run with Sanders. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And this will be incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game. And while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
After the sack on first down, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He completes it to Evans. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 71 yards. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Brady's going to look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go!
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 13-6. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. On first down, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And some room to work. Mike Evans, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Ryan Succop for the point after. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Room here to run. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
18 Cardinals.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
23 yards on the play.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll throw now on the final play. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's hit the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3.
The Eagles take over the first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead seeding. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. 38 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. A quick throw, but incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing on first down is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Throwing now is Brady. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down.
Hey, check it.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 34 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.